Imagine eating on just $4 a day. Well, Mayor Cory Booker did just that for an entire week. The Newark, New Jersey mayor and rising Democratic star was inspired by a Twitter spat to start a food stamp challenge where he had to eat and drink on just $4.32 a day. He joins us now to talk about it. Cory Booker, welcome to HuffPost Live.
Thanks. It's really good to be here.
Oh, man, it's good to have you. Talk to me about this food stamp challenge. When I heard how much you were spending a day on food and beverage, I was stunned.
I was a little stunned, too. I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I got into that Twitter spat, went to bed, woke up the next morning, and a lot of people were talking about it, and I called my staff up, and they pulled the regs to me. And here I am, I live in a community where over 100,000 of my residents use SNAP, and I see it every day, but I never really stopped to think exactly how much money did they have to spend, and the difficulties, frankly, finding access to healthy, quality, whole foods. And you know, having walked now almost 7 full days in their shoes to some extent, or having a modest brush with what so many of my residents and 46 million Americans deal with every day, has even opened my eyes. And I've been living in a community with a significant number of SNAP users for well over a decade.
Talk to me about what some of those days have looked like. I see you're an avid Twitter user, but you tweet more than just about anyone I've ever met in politics, and it's an awesome thing because we get to really keep track of what you're doing. I read one of your tweets that said, lunch today was a can of corn and a can of peas mixed together. I'm starting to feel the caffeine withdrawal. And then you actually Instagrammed a photo here of one of your meals.
Yeah, that meal is actually very similar to the meal I had today. And look, it's been meager, frankly, and less than I'm used to eating. It has been repetitious because, you know, if you're buying on a limited budget, you often tend to buy in bulk. So you get the same meals over and over again. And I am definitely not a talented enough cook to create any kind of variety. So look, it's been a very, very challenging week, and my staff knows this. I mean, just because I didn't have enough money for coffee, I've gone through the various stages of caffeine withdrawal, and it's been difficult, very, very difficult. And understanding that it's been difficult for me, a single guy. There are a lot of families, you know, there's a large percentage of SNAP recipients that are families that have disabled family members at home, that have elderly family members at home. There are veterans, and over 1 million veterans in this country are relying on the SNAP program. So, you know, everything I felt, it made me more humble to realize that you know, I had an end in sight. This is just a week. As many of my Twitter followers rightfully said, hey, this ain't that great, Cory. It's just 7 days. If you really want to experience this, try a month, try 6 months, try a year. And so everything I experienced that was difficult, it really hammered home to me that this is the reality for so many Americans. And that just shouldn't be, because we have the power to change this. We can create at a local level through our activism greater access to healthy foods. We found out here in Newark through one of our local universities, UMDMJ, that there's price gouging that goes on around the first of the month. We can fight against that. There's so many things that we can do as individuals to help those folks who are reliant on programs like this have better access to healthy foods, have more food justice, less food insecurity.